Are you bored and don't know what to draw? Well, try drawing a duotangle with me today. We'll use tangle patterns Crescent Moon and Florz. Step 1. Gratitude and appreciation. Before we start, take a deep breath and appreciate this moment of creativity. Zentangle isn't just about drawing, it's about being present and enjoying the process. Step 2. Corner dots. Place 4 small dots in the corners of your tile. These will act as guide points. Step 3. Border. Connect the dots with light pencil strokes to create a border. Remember, no rulers. Organic lines are just perfect. Step 4. String. Now, draw a freeform line inside your border. This divides the space into sections where you'll create your tangles. Step 5. Tangle. Here's the fun part. Using your pen, fill each section with structured patterns, one stroke at a time. No erasing, no overthinking, just trust the process. This is an official Zentangle pattern called Crescent Moon. I'm using it as a border, and I'm drawing crescent shapes all around that border. Try tangling with me. You don't need a special paper or like an artist tile. You just need any writing material and a pen or a pencil. Now I'm going to be filling in all these crescent shapes with the black ink. I hope you're tangling with me. If you want to skip ahead, as I'm not going to speed up this particular video, please use the chapters and jump to the next section. Again, there are 8 basic steps to the Zentangle method. Remember, your crescent moons don't have to be perfect. My style, I like solid and crisp lines, but if you happen to like more organic or more rough edged lines, those are beautiful too. I'm trying out these pens that I got from Amazon. They're heat-thrown pigment liners, and they're non-toxic archival ink, and they're waterproof, and they're quite nice. This pen is in a 01 size. Now I'm drawing these auras. Auras is like just an outline around the shape. So these are auras around each of those crescent moons. In Zentangle, there are embellishments. So those are just little added details, just to make your drawing a little bit more interesting. And these auras are one of them, and very easy to draw. Today's tangle is going to be composed of 2 tangle patterns, and we call these 2 tangle pattern tangles a duotangle. If we were going to create a tangle with just a single tangle pattern, then it'll be called a monotangle. You can choose to make as many auras as you'd like. You can make them thin, or you can make them thicker, or you can make a combination of thick and thin auras around these individual crescent moons. All right, now we're going to start drawing our second tangle pattern. This one is called Florz. Here I'm using a number 03 sized pen just to add a little bit of a thicker line to add more interest to our tangle. Florz is a nice, delicate, and light grid pattern. So we start off with lines. They can be straight, they can be curved. After drawing those first set of lines, I turn my towel and then I start drawing a grid pattern. remember, when you're tangling, don't forget to breathe. Breathe deeply in and out as you tangle. It's very easy to hold your breath when you're starting to focus and really concentrate on each line. But to achieve that calmness and that feeling of peace, definitely remember to breathe. The next step when drawing Florz is to start adding these nodes. They can be squares, they can be diamonds, they can be circles. In this case, I started off with drawing squares. The official Zentangle pattern is a diamond shape. So this square is what we would call a variation. So variation just means a little twist to the original basic tangle pattern. Tangling doesn't only involve black pen and a white paper towel. You can also use colored markers, colored pencils. Towels also come in different colors. They can come in black, and you would use white gel markers or white gel pens to tangle. Another nice color of artist tiles that are available are gray ones, as well as the sepia toned ones, which is more brown, really light tan shade. There are also different types of paper that these tiles are made out of. Bristol is the most common. I prefer drawing on smooth Bristol, but Bristol vellum is also nice as well. You'd be surprised, but some 24-pound standard office print copier paper works beautifully for Zentangle. In some of my videos, you will see me tangling using some of my Tangle templates and string templates that I have in my online store, just printed out on plain 24-pound paper. And my experience drawing with it, with different types of pens, was great. It was very smooth, and the paper is thick enough that the pen doesn't bleed, and it's perfect for practice worksheets. It doesn't matter if you tangle fast or if you create tangles really slowly. In my case, I can be pretty slow. The important thing is that you're enjoying yourself and you're breathing and you're calm, focused, and mindful of what you're tangling. You may be wondering how I got into Zentangle. Well, I've always been into arts. I've always liked to draw and paint, always into music. But what I found was there's not enough room for all this art supplies. I wanted something that was inexpensive and something that I can take along with me whenever I'm feeling restless. Like, I'm a fidgeter, and sometimes I get anxious and fidget, and my mind will be thinking of work, thinking of other things, the twins. But Zentangle really calms me down. It forces me to take a moment. Sometimes a tangle is only 25 minutes, but it's enough for a break, and I end up with a nice piece of artwork that I'm proud of and that I enjoyed creating. Okay, we are nearing the end of step 5, which is the tangling phase. Step 6. Shade. Once your tangles are complete, grab a pencil and add shading to give your design depth and dimension. In Zentangle, you don't have to worry about where the light is facing, where's the shadow going to be. In Zentangle, you shade around the shape. The shading is more to define the shape of the tangle pattern. You'll notice that we're shading around the crescent moon and above the Florz grid, and it's giving this 3D effect. Shade is what brings the magic to your tile. I highly recommend shading. The next step, after shading with a pencil around the edges of the crescent moon, is to use a stump, a paper stump or a tortillon. And what these are used for is to blend out the lead pencil, the graphite. And this just gives a blurring effect. You know what also works? Tissue paper, or even a soft piece of paper. You don't need any fancy tools. Again, I hope you're tangling alongside me and hope you can see this 3D effect in your tangle. I'm really liking that 3D effect. It shows up on screen, but if you see the tile in real life, it's even better. Step 7. Initial and sign. Every artist should sign their work. Add your initials on the front and write the date on the back. You don't have to initial your tiles using letters. You can also choose to mark your tile using symbols. And lastly, step 8. Appreciate. Finally, step back and admire your unique creation. Every Zentangle is one of a kind.
With gentle strokes, the journey starts. A canvas blooms from simple arts. In tranquil lines, your Zen unfolds.